F1 and you're not sure how a sprint weekend works, don't worry, I've got you covered in my F1 classroom. Okay, so to first understand a sprint weekend and how it differs from a normal race weekend, let's just quickly go through a standard Grand Prix weekend. So on Friday, we have free practice 1 and free practice 2. These are 1-hour sessions each for teams to test their cars. Saturday, we have free practice 3, another practice session, followed by qualifying. And qualifying determines the grid for Sunday's main race. So it determines the starting order. So let's quickly go through qualifying and how it works. So qualifying is split into 3 segments, Q1, Q2, Q3, lasting 18, 15 and 12 minutes respectively. Now all drivers are entered into Q1. They try to set their fastest lap within the time. So the slowest 5, unfortunately, they get eliminated and they make up positions 16 to 20 on the grid. The remaining 15 get entered into Q2. Previous times are wiped and they again try to set their fastest lap. The slowest 5, again, eliminated. They make up positions 11 to 15. The remaining 10 are entered into Q3, previous times wiped once more, and they try to set their fastest lap. The person who is the fastest is in P1 pole position, and they're at the start of the grid for Sunday's main race, also known as a Grand Prix, and races are typically run to 305 kilometers with the exception of Monaco. How a sprint weekend differs is that we still have free practice 1 on the Friday, but this is followed by sprint qualifying. So sprint qualifying works like a normal qualifying session, except for the segments are shorter. So sprint qualifying 1, 2 and 3 are 12, 10 and 8 minutes respectively, and this will set the grid for Saturday's main sprint event, and it's called a sprint because it's a 100-kilometer dash. Now within the sprint itself, drivers can achieve points, so 8 points for the driver who finishes first, and that decreases by 1 point by the time we get to that 8th driver, and these points do actually contribute to the World's Drivers' Championship and the World's Constructors' Championship, and in 2025 we have 6 different locations. Now once the sprint is over on the Saturday, we then have a normal qualifying session, and that will set the grid for Sunday's main race. So there you have it, sprint weekends not so difficult after all. I hope to see you all for my next F1 classroom.